All right, y'all. We're approaching the end of the road to the Kentucky Derby here. The $1 million Arkansas Derby coming up here at Oaklawn Saturday. A mile and an eighth. We got on that. Now this race has been a pretty decent race over the last couple of decades. Last winner to win the Kentucky Derby was American Pharoah. Also went on to win the Triple Crown after 37 years. So this race does have that, along with horses like Curlin. But Fleet Alex won this race. Smarty Jones, Victory Gallop, Sonny's Halo, Pine Bluff. So a lot of good horses have come through this race, like I said, the past couple of decades now. The last three winners, which strangely enough, there's been, last year there was two winners. They ran it in two divisions because of the Modelo virus and complications with horse racing. But there were two winners last year, Nadal and Basin, and neither of them ran in the Kentucky Derby. And then we had Omaha Beach in 2019, won it, also did not make it to the Kentucky Derby. So this year, even though we've only got 6 horses, we've got a lot of returners from the Rebel. The Rebel was a controversial race because of the jockey's ride. So we got a rematch from the Rebel in this one. Starting off here, we've got the number 1 Superstock. They don't have the odds right now, so I went to Horse Racing Nation, got their odds. Horse Racing Nation's got him as 12-1. Sounds reasonable. The thing with this horse, the jockey and trainer won last year. They also have teamed up to win this race in the past. They won on Creator in 2016. Ricardo Santana Jr. and Stephen Asmussen. So this jockey and trainer have won this race twice before, and we've got them coming back again to try to get a third win. Now they're facing the old nemesis this time. Last time in the other outing we had Bob Baffert and Joe Rosario. They teamed up to win aboard Nadal last year in the other division of the Arkansas Derby. So they're both going to be back at it, facing each other with different horses this time. The same trainers, same jockeys. So that should make it pretty interesting. Plus Baffert's got the 3 in there, Hosier. That'll be interesting as well. At any rate, we got the number 1 Superstock. Now, I'm not a big fan of this horse. I think he just might be a bit outclassed in this one. Asmussen's got him in there anywhere. He ran 4th in the Rebel. Not much competition there for Concert Tour. Before that, did run in the Street Sense, ran 2nd there. Santana Jr. was riding there because Joe Talamo rode him in the Rebel. So Santana's back aboard him now. I'm sure he's going to be excited to try to get the horse in position to do something good. But he's going to have his work cut out for him against Concert Tour and horses like the 2, Caddo River. Florent Giroux. Now, I picked this horse to win the Rebel. Silly me. I went with Florent Giroux, and he completely killed this horse's chances of winning. I thought he'd get the lead. Concert Tour, Joe Rosario went out and got the lead. No big deal. I thought he'd run with him. The horse wanted to run with him. The announcer said the horse wanted to run with him. Anybody that knows anything about, you don't even have to know anything about horse races. You watch and you saw the Caddo River wanted to go, and Florent Giroux just held him back and completely killed the horse's momentum. He ended up running, 5th? Yeah. So a horse that probably should have run 2nd or 1st ran 5th because he destroyed the horse's momentum. He's back at it again. Now this horse started off pretty decent. Then he came off with 2 big wins in 2 maiden races. A great race at a mile that he ran there, and then he ran in a huge win in Smarty Jones. So he comes out in the Rebel, just doesn't run his race. Now, it would be hard for me to believe that. Not that hard for me to believe that they're not going to watch the film or not pay attention to the film and see that he killed the horse's momentum in the last race, and he's just got to let Caddo River go. I mean, he's not going to beat Concert Tour trying to hold him back. So hopefully you would think that they learned something from this last race. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. hopefully you think they would learn something, and he's going to come back and deliver a decent performance, at least give this horse a chance to win. I think he could be good enough to get the win. I mean, we really don't know. He had 2 huge wins, and the first time he's challenged, Florent Geroux really, he just kind of choked under the pressure. So number 3, we got Hosier. Pioneer of the Nile horse. Martin Garcia's riding this one. This is the other Baffert horse. Baffert's got three wins in this race as well, just like Asmussen. One with Bodemeister, American Pharaoh, and Nadal last year. So Baffert, we all know Baffert, Big Bad Baffert. He's back to try to get another win. So he's got 2 horses in this one in a 6-horse field. Pretty good chance he's probably going to get another one. This horse's last out was in the Rebel, facing Concert Tour, Caddo River, Superstock, these other horses. He ran second decently because Caddo River just fell apart, so he was able to get in there for second. No real competition for Concert Tour, though. He's going to need the pace to be probably either too fast or too slow for him to be able to do something in this one. They got him at 4-1. I guess that's a fair price. I don't really think it's going to be 4-1. I think it's probably going to be a little bit higher than that. But at any rate, that's the 3. Now the 4, we got Get Her Number. We got this Francisco Arrieta's riding him in this one. Now he's supposed to be a young up-and-coming jockey. We'll see what he's got in this one. Doesn't really have the best horse. They got him at 12-1 in the Horse Racing Nation odds. Horse is decently bred out of Dialed In. Got Bernardini on the other side, but just really hasn't done much in recent competition. The Rebel ran 7th with Javier Castellano aboard. Got a win in the American Pharaoh, but that wasn't too great of a time. Not much competition. Flavian Pratt won that one. So, I mean, we'll see what this horse can do. Once again, if you're looking for a long shot, I mean, it probably will be higher than 12-1. So if something crazy happens, I mean, this young jockey, maybe he can make a name in this one. But I don't know. I think you're kind of reaching on that one if you go with that. Number 5 is the favorite. They got him at 3-5 odds. Joe Rosario, Bob Baffert, horse out of Street Sense. Got Tappet on his mother's side, so what's not to like about Concert Tour? Plus, he came out in the Rebel and blew everybody away. Didn't have to go to the whip. Now, the whole time while Caddo River's being choked out by Florent Geroux, Rosario is just riding. He's just riding on Concert Tour, and when it came time to go, he didn't even have to give him the whip. Geroux's trying to get Concert Tour back, Caddo River back going, and Concert Tour, he's just, all right, man, let's go. And he just took off, and no whip. Horse really just kind of left him behind. Impressive win. He's undefeated. He likes to run up front. Think he's probably going to do that again. Don't know why he wouldn't do that again. There's a reason he's a 3-5 favorite. It's a good chance he's probably going to win. However, I don't think he's definitely got it in the bag. I mean, I think if Caddo River gives him a real race this time, it could get to him. I don't know if he's going to lose. He might give up the lead and be uncomfortable. They might go too fast and run out of gas too soon. They're going 1 1/8. I don't know. Could make it interesting. But I tell you one thing. If you give this horse the race like they did in the Rebel, he's taking off. He's flying away. All right. Number 6, Last Samurai. John Court, who, I mean, he must be 70 years old by now, on this horse, hasn't been able to do much with him. They got him at 30-1. Probably going to be higher than that because 30-1, look, there's going to be a lot of money on these other horses. And nobody's really going to take Last Samurai. Does he have a shot to hit the board? Maybe. I mean, he's out of Malibu Moon. He did have a decent run at 7 furlongs. Tyler Gaffney rode him in that one, but John Court took over after that. 6th after that. 5th in the Southwest, 13 lengths off. Just hasn't done anything with Court aboard him. I don't expect him to do anything in this one. as I said, unless you're thinking maybe something crazy is going to happen with the pace, I really wouldn't be looking at Last Samurai. Now, speaking of the pace, that's like we always say, pace makes the race. I really think that they're going to let Caddo River go. It's a good chance they don't, though. It's a good chance they don't. It's like 3 scenarios. If they don't let him go, Concert Tour's taking off and winning this race. All right. If they let him go, he could even get the lead. I think it's possible he will get the lead. And I think he's probably going to go too fast this time. Rosario's probably going to keep Concert Tour in the right pace. If he gets the lead, he gets it. If not, he doesn't need to have it. I think he's just going to keep the horse running well. And I think that will be to the benefit of Concert Tour either way because of the jockey. Caddo River, I do think, will have a better positioning. I think he'll be able to hold on for a second place. Third place, Hosier. Chalk. Yeah, you could say that, but that's probably what it's looking like. I mean, it's looking like it's going to be another Baffert in there. Now, you might want to play the Baffert double. You might want to go Hosier in there with Concert Tour. Probably going to be short price on that anyway. But hey, that's very likely as well. Now, the only other thing, and before Super, if you want to go in there, I got Super Stock in there running fourth. I mean, if you want to throw him in, maybe throw him into a try going third, something like that. Maybe even have him running second, maybe. I mean, it may pay decent if that comes through. But I don't really know. I think he's still kind of outclassed. But, Santana Jr., if anybody's going to get up in there and make a move, I guess it would be him. Now, so the only other thing I'm thinking is, what if they go too fast? What if Caddo River, he just comes out there excited, goes 45 seconds, 44 seconds the opening half, and Concert Tour kind of falls into it, goes with him, and these horses really go too fast and run out of gas. In that case, I really think Hosier stands the best chance of getting the win. So you might want to go with something like that, maybe Super Stock in second place, or as a winner there is a long shot, and then the 4, Get Her Number. Once again, you might want to look at the odds and see if that's worth playing. That's only if you really believe they're going to get into a real speed duel like that. I don't think Rosario's going to get baited, so that's where I really don't think that's going to happen. But hey, anything's possible, and people are looking for a big shot, and they might want to go that way because hey, Concert Tour is going to be they have him at 3 to 5. That's probably accurate. He's probably going to be 3 to 5. The exact is very likely to come in chalk because if it comes in a 5-2 or comes in a 5-3, then that's exact is probably only going to pay like $6 or something like that on a $2 exact. So a lot of people are going to have that as well. So if you're looking for something big that's likely, you want to be looking at the tries, and I don't know if they're probably going to offer a super, maybe not with only 6 horses. But this one's looking pretty chalk to me. I think we're going to be heading into this Kentucky Derby with 4 undefeated horses. Now, I don't think that's ever happened. Maybe in 06. I know in 06 there's a lot of undefeated horses going into the Derby. But if Concert Tour comes out with the win here, we will have Concert Tour undefeated. We will have Essential Quality going in undefeated. We will have Helium going in undefeated. And we will also have... what was the one that won the Santa Anita last week? That was, I gotta look it up. Something, for some reason, Baby Got Back's in my head, and I want to say the horse's name is Baby Got Back, but that's, no. I don't know why I'm thinking that. The horse's name, Santa Anita Derby winner, was Rock Your World. I knew it was something from some sort of a 90s, hip hop type reference, something like that. Rock Your World. All right. So Rock Your World would be in there undefeated as well. So we're looking at potentially 4 undefeated horses here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. We also got the Lexington running. Don't know who's running in that. Not a big point race. Maybe somebody will try to sneak in there and get enough points to get into the Derby. So we'll see what happens with that coming up. But the Arkansas Derby coming up, that's how I got it. I got Concert Tour with the win, 5-2-3-1.